Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here on our live video. I'm Rita, and I'm here with Sunday Meditate, hosting our Sunday online service. And today is, well, I don't know exactly. We're in November. I know that. So what we are here for, though, Sunday Meditate is a 501c3 nonprofit. We are an education-based public charity in Maryland, and we are here to offer grief support, unconditional love, and meditation and mindfulness guidance for people and pets. And so the way we do that is either one-on-one or in group settings, in class settings. We have partnerships with the Anne Arundel County Public Libraries, and we have had classes at symposiums and events with the Anne Arundel County Public Schools as well. We also have a mindfulness club at South River High School, which is in Edgewater, Maryland, and that is held on Mondays, and it is called Mental Health Mondays, and it is in Mr. Kaler's class. If you know anyone at South River High that would like to learn more mindfulness or meditation guidance, or just have time to sit with yourself and just rest in the middle of the day at school, please send them to Mr. Kaler's class on Monday during Nest. Hello, looks like people are popping on. Thank you so much for joining. If you know anyone that needs mindfulness in their life, please share this with them. Today is going to be a really short video. I am a little bit under my wellness balance right now, so this won't be very long. I did write out 5 tips, though, that I use and that people at my university use in order to stay committed, right? One of the biggest issues we usually find with, I think, being more mindful, bringing meditation into our life, is just finding the time to sit with ourselves. We wake up and we usually have something to do right away. Hello, thank you for popping on live. I appreciate you. If you're watching the replay, please let us know you've been here and type replay. We love you so much. We know we're not all in the same location. However, if you are listening here, please let us know where you're listening from. If you're in Maryland, please let us know what county in Maryland you are in. Right now, we do have programs in Anne Arundel County, and we're looking at expanding our programs throughout Maryland, further beyond in Maryland. And so what are our 5 tips? So number 1 is talk to who you live with, talk to your people, because it is common for us to be subject to other people's priorities and activities. If we are, in a community environment, in a family environment, living with others, we usually have other people, that we either respect their time or they're respecting our time. And so talking with others and communicating what our needs are in the day, like if we need quiet time, taking a few minutes aside and letting others know that you're doing that, and so they can help support that time for your wellness and for everyone's well-being, really. And so it's always good to make time for ourselves, and it's always good to have make time for others, but we want to create our time for ourselves first, because without the foundation of our own well-being and self-care, then we're unable to really fully be there for others. So it really does start with us filling our cup, keeping our own cup full, and then having something to share with others, right? Make yourself a priority. Number 2 is make yourself a priority by creating a routine. So create a daily routine for yourself, whatever that looks like for you. For example, you can wake up, have a glass of water, have a shake for breakfast maybe, have coffee, do your school or go to work, whatever it is that you do. Maybe it's reaching out to someone first also and saying, hey, good morning, I hope you're having a great day. Maybe it's connecting with somebody in your life versus just going straight to work. But create a feel-good routine for yourself in the morning, something that feels good and something that helps you look forward to waking up. Another example could be, number 3, is starting your mindfulness routine when you wake up. For example, you can just sit on the edge of your bed, maybe go to the restroom first or get a drink of water, but then maybe just start right away in the morning with sitting in your bed and closing your eyes and just taking a few minutes to just sit with you first, right? We usually start with others. It becomes a habit and we don't even realize it over time. But if we wake up in the morning and take that few minutes to start with ourselves, we can really notice a difference in our well-being and our mental health throughout the day. So thank you for being here and listening. So number 4 is meet with a teacher. Find somebody that will support your mindfulness journey and support your well-being, you know, by helping coach you or teach you, whatever that looks like. A teacher could be a psychologist that helps with, you know, a positive psychology person you might sit and talk with for your mental health, but it could also be somebody like me or somebody in our nonprofit that isn't a medical professional and doesn't charge, you know, to sit with you and just kind of review what your mindfulness is each day and what you're putting into action and help you find ways to be more mindful, right? Everybody's life is unique. And the goal is to create what fits into your life, right? Not necessarily be doing what everyone else is doing. We want to make our mindful, you know, time, our quiet time, our self-care time, we want to make it personal to ourselves. And then lastly is create a space for you. So create a dedicated space that you can go to, that you know every day. It could even just be a really, you know, a corner in your bedroom where you have a chair that has a nice fluffy blanket that's comfy and cozy, where when you sit down, it just feels a little bit relaxing to you. And then sit there every time you sit and breathe, do your breaths, every time you sit and do your mindfulness, every time you sit and do your visualization. Maybe you're already practicing mantra meditation. Maybe you know you're going to go to the TM Center and learn TM. Create your space so where you can go when you're going to meditate, and that creates a connection between you and your environment mentally that not only helps you be more relaxed when you're home there in your space, but it reminds you to come back to you and to come back to that, that deep self within us all, where our power lies, right? Within. We're usually taught to seek without on the outside, but what we're here to do is help remind you that everything we need is within us, and everything that you need is within you. And that if you sit quietly and go within, whether we call it meditation or whether we call it prayer, whether we simply just call it our self-care, it is beneficial to our well-being and to our daily life. Thank you for popping on. Hello, thank you for being here. My education is in the area of psychology. And so recently we've been reading a lot of studies about positivity. And I used to think that was kind of cliche and silly to just think, oh, we're just going to be positive and that's going to work everything out. But there are actually scientific studies that show that being more positive and being more happy does bring more goodness into our lives. It does bring more success. It brings more resources. It brings more of really everything that's good. So I encourage you to create a space, follow these 5 tips, be more positive and mindful in your life, and just see how it goes. See if you feel better after a few days of putting these practices into place and getting back to you. Life gets busy, especially during this season. So we really want to remind you to just sit for a minute each day with you, and we love you, and I love you. And if you're looking for us in the to schedule, you can go to our website, sundaymeditate.org, sundaymeditate.org, and you can message us, connect with us there. And we look forward to talking to you soon. And we look forward to seeing you again next Sunday for more tips on holistic education, mindfulness, and meditation. And we'll talk again soon. Bye.